So I'm going to present something that is hopefully quite relevant to many of us, because I assume that lots of people living around New York City or big cities. And I started this project initially myself by simply looking at a basic computer science problem of grid world navigation, where we had this reinforcement learning, an agent is doing some random stuff. Then I thought about, actually, well, let's apply it to something that may be relevant. And I wanted to share this. This is me trying to tell my Amazon Prime delivery driver, I am not on the 3rd floor. Please bring my food to the 1st floor. Yet, most of the time, I do the delivery from 3rd floor to my house. So, but this problem can be seen as last mile delivery, an indoor navigation problem, and it is actually more serious consequences. And one of them is the first responders trying to find an apartment in an apartment complex or a mall that somebody has pointed, okay, where is that location? And for gig workers, it's more than just inconvenience. They are losing money because they work on time. And also, if you're a tourist visiting somewhere, you want to figure out what you are looking for. So that is, from most critical to less critical sort of ordering for this indoor navigation problem. So for this study, what I took is LLMs are language models, and I want to apply a spatial reasoning. So what I did is take floor plans and represent it in language simply with letters, and provide explanation what each letter means, and make it an MCP server. In this case, each building, the mall, the apartment complex, has its own MCP server, and talking about what is the layout, what is in there, and what does everything mean. And then the AI agent is actually the consumer of that MCP server and deciding what to do. And I applied in this demo, I will briefly show two. Okay, give me an image from just this layout, and I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm looking for apartment 14A. And this is actually what I got from the Cloud AI outputs. It was perfectly suggesting where the navigation is just from those little letters, which is using very little token, important for the speed, especially if it is healthcare critical, and giving the best response to me. And just by the corridor, I'm gonna bring this map again, so we will realize these messages are actually perfectly accurate. And through the corridor, okay, you are in the right place. Just at the end of this corridor, you will find apartment 14A. And this is how the model sees the world from this initial layout. And actually, I created 100 cases, and all of them eventually became successful by LLMs just looking at these letters. And I don't want to get into too much technical details, but I made a comparative study, and Cloud Anthropic with the images and this representation did the best job. So shout out to our sponsor in here. And it was also, Gemini was faster, but Cloud was more accurate by the time that it was giving the answers. And let me continue here. Once again, we have this speed and actual accuracy representation. So what this study briefly showed that MCP model was very helpful in this scenario. Simply by looking at these few letters, the AI agent was able to completely understand what is the layout of a completely unknown apartment complex, and then able to come up with the navigation solutions. And so that's it. Hopefully, I'll try to show one or two single examples of it with the quick demo. And let's see. So this is what is we are loading to MCP server, and that is explaining to model what's inside of this apartment. And I have this images in here that is already selected in this demo part. I will manually select it, and okay, I'm gonna provide the building entrance, and I'm gonna ask the question very quickly. All right, hopefully it will work, yes. All right, so it does actually suggesting, okay, from this butterfly machine that you see on the right, you go forward, go to the corridor, and then continue to the main corridor that we have seen in the layout. And then it would be on the south side, that is going to be on your right from this layout. And that's how exactly you're gonna find the apartment. All right, thank you folks.